She was exactly what women's boxing needed and what women's boxing still needs today.
Here I am, this small town girl. How in the hell do I end up on the cover of Sports Illustrated?
Christy Martin fought like a man, looked like a woman. She could knock someone out. She could knock someone out with one punch. She was on very high-profile cards, Mike Tyson undercards on pay-per-view.
So everybody in the world, they're going to watch to see what Mike Tyson's going to do. But I want them to leave there with my fight on their mind. That was kind of what drove me.
For Christy and her husband and manager trainer Jim, this is no gimmick.
Women's boxing was nowhere before she came around. The Deirdre Gogarty fight put women's boxing on the map. Christy got bloody, it was a brawl. The other girl, Deirdre Gogarty, was tough and stood there, and all of a sudden I think a lot of people who probably didn't even know that fight was on the card are watching it going, who are these women?
I think people saw me in the pink and they thought, it's two women fighting, she's gonna quit. Now she's bleeding, you know, she's gonna quit. And I just tried to fight harder. I didn't want people to see me as a quitter or a bleeder or whatever. I wanted them to see me as a winner.
To have a boxer on the cover at all was incredible, but to have a woman boxer on the cover was tremendous for Christy and for the sport.
Every place I saw it, I bought one, just so the person that's checking me out had to look at me and look down at the magazine and look up at me, and I'm like, yeah, that's me, that's me.
The winner, the coal miner's daughter, Christy Martin.
Professionally, everything was awesome. I mean, I got great opportunities, being promoted by King, fighting on Showtime all the time. But, you know, my personal life behind the scenes, which people don't see, was never good. It was not what people thought, it was a lie. I don't know why I began to trust him, but I did.
She does her job, and that's what she wants to do, so I'm 100% behind her. That's how we met, so I think we're going to stay with it.
He had convinced me that my friends, my family, the boxing world, everybody hated me, and he was the only person that could save me. He had told me for 20 years, I'm going to kill you if you ever leave me. For some reason, of all the things he said and all the things he told me that were lies, this is something that when he said, I'm going to kill you, this was something that I did not doubt.
What do you want? What do you want?
You know, as the world knows, he did. The knife was so sharp that I thought he just hit me. He stabbed me. I mean, on the side 3 times, bam, bam, bam. I tried to get away and I tried to kick him away, and that's when he cut the calf muscle almost completely from my leg. It was just hanging on. Somewhere along the line, it dawned on me, he can't let me live. He cannot let me live. There's one bullet in the 9mm, and he shot me with it. And he missed my heart by 4 inches. Some way, I walked out of there. Either I walked out of there or was carried out by some angel, but, you know, some way I was gonna live. Boxing was the greatest therapy that I could have asked for. If I didn't have boxing and I didn't have the gym, I think I would have probably driven myself crazy with worry, crazy with questions, crazy with crazy. I'm a fighter, you know, I love it. And I said it so long ago that, you know, I just want to get to 50 wins. When I get to 50 wins, I'll call it a career.
Christy Martin wants to get her 50th win and call it a day, and she fights Dakota Stone, a woman who had given her a tough fight first time around, but clearly a fighter Christy Martin should beat.
About the 4th round, I hit her with a good 1-2. The hand just breaks. I know it's broken. So we go out for the 6th round, and I'm thinking, now I'm 2 minutes away. I'm 2 minutes away from win number 50. I throw the 1-2, bam. But I slid out. When I slid out, the referee said I turned my back. So he takes me over to the ringside position that I'm begging, please don't stop the fight. You know, we're just 50 seconds away. Let me finish. They stop the fight.
I guess it's a little unusual in boxing for a referee to stop a fight because of a fighter breaking a hand if that fighter wants to continue. Christy doesn't get her 50th win, and needless to say, she was very upset by the fact that the referee stopped the fight that she thought she was going to win.
I guess everything happens for a reason. And haven't quite figured that reason out yet, but I lost and Dakota won. I don't know, I'm 49, 6-3, I think, with 31 knockouts. Man, it would be awesome to have that opportunity to go for the 50th win one more time. The quality of opponents probably is much better now, but I still think I can go out there and give those young girls a few lessons. I'm still interested. That 50's still something about it, you know, I need it. I'm a fighter. So many people have said to me, the fight doesn't start until you start bleeding. I guess there's some truth in that.